Hello, hi, this is Christine Crowle here, and today I want to talk to you about what is your business strategy. Do you know that you have got a business which is amazing and that you can really take it to the next level, but you've got to plan strategically for your business for 2025? Like the big organizations that have got these strategy planning toolkits. Do you actually have one? And what you'll need to do is implement that strategy, because it's no good having something and then you're not actually using this at all. So what you need to do is to look at your strategic planning for your organization. You need to have the tools, the templates as well, and to look at how your frameworks are going to shape your strategy. So what type of strategy and your strategy plan do you have, and also do you have any frameworks that shows your business how it's going to evolve over the coming months and years? Like I've been talking about the crisis plan, how you should be looking at creating a savings that you save at least 10% each month, for example, and that needs to be part of your framework for your crisis planning strategy. So you've got different strategies within your business. So one could be your customer strategy, for example. What clients are you going to be serving? What prices will you be charging? What is the highest point, where the highest level per unit that you can charge for a client? What type of client do you have? Is it governmental? Is it the NHS, for example? Is it insurance? It all depends where you are based around the world. Now, we are a global organization, as you know, and I specialize in business recovery. I am a coach, a business coach. I've been a coach for over 10 years. I've been a coach, but I've been in the healthcare business now for over 35 years. So this is the things that I'm talking to you about, things which I should have implemented in my business and I didn't. If I had a crisis plan, then it would have been a different story in 2008 when the recession hit a lot of organizations. It's not just myself, for example. So what frameworks do you have? Because this is going to answer your question for growth in your business, because you want to increase your profit, right? You don't want it to decrease. So you need to have these systems in place so that they can be monitored by you, the director. If you're the CEO in the company, then these are the things that you need to be looking at in your business. So another thing that you need to be thinking about in your business toolkit, business in a box toolkit, you should really be thinking about introducing a new product. So this should be part of your framework, for example. And you need to look at, should you look at what organizations that you can work with, for example, or what other products can you offer, like training, for example. If you're a nurse, you can offer training to other healthcare organizations that aren't, possibly haven't got someone who's qualified in-house, for example. But there's so much that you can offer as an organization, because we really need to start looking at how we can grow the business, for example. So what is your growth matrix, for example? So think about this, because this is going to be your driver in your business to push it forward to where you want it to be. So what is your business model? What is your business model? Do you know what your business model is? These are all the things that I'm going to be covering in our 2-day mini boot camp. So this is why I'm talking to you like this, to get you thinking, so that on the day you can start learning and implementing what we're talking about on the day, for example. So what is your business model? What is your mission? What is your vision? And what are your values for your company? you've got to have a a strategic map that includes these objectives to reach your vision. So there's a thing called a scorecard, a balanced scorecard. And years ago, I was thinking, what is that? This scorecard, what is it? I went to Tony Robbins' event not many years ago, in 2017. I went to Tony Robbins' event, and there was a gentleman there that was doing a talk about having a scorecard. So I brought his system many years ago, and it was really, really good. It was amazing because the scorecard really helps you to know where your business is and what things you need to do in order for it to grow. So having this scorecard really helps you with your framework. It also helps you with other tools as well, and it really will push you into another level, just like a large organization is, for example. So like I said, what is your objectives? What is your strategic pillars to reach your objectives? And the potential strategic initiatives in each of your pillars. So each of your objectives is like a pillar, and it's gonna form a house, for example, the roof of a house, and inside of it is going to be all of these things that you're going to be creating, for example. So you've also got to look at what is your financial models to help you prioritize your strategic initiatives. What is your project prioritization? So what should be done first, second, third, fourth, to reach each goal, for example. And you've got different departments that will be responsible for, that's if you're a larger company. If not, it's you. Then you've got to look at all of those different departments so that they all come together to form a plan for your business. Okay, so you'll need this to implement your actual strategic plan for your business. So what are your principles for your business? What is your strategic plan formulation? What is your formula? What is your high level strategic plan? And also think about what is beyond the horizon. Now, you've heard me talk about, and you can see here in my YouTube, I've got a podcast which is Living Beyond the Horizon. What is the vision beyond the vision that you clearly have? Like for me, for example, I had a 10-year vision when I started this coaching in 2014, for example. Okay, now my vision was to be international, to serve clients, to do boot camps, to teach business owners to be able to build their CEO muscles, to run their business effectively, with them being in control of their business because they've got the strength and the stamina and able to deal with challenges, for example. Now that we've served hundreds of thousands of people as well, for example. Now that I've reached that 10-year goal, my vision beyond my vision is for me to have coaches that are able to work for themselves. It's their business, for example, and that we are worldwide, that we are international, so that we can serve more people. So this is my vision beyond my vision. So what is your vision beyond your vision? You may want to do an agency, for example, or you may want to have, say, 14 branches by 10 years time, for example. But then after that, after you've achieved that, because as human nature is, we always want the next thing, don't we? We want to do the next goal. It's like climbing the mountain. You climb one mountain, you get to the top of the mountain, and you see more mountains, right? So this is how the human brain thinks. This is how we think. Okay, so what is your high level strategic plan? And like I said, what is your horizon for growth? It needs to be a detailed plan, and you've got to look at the implementation of this as well. So is there any governance, that's blocking, that could block it, that could be like a challenge that you've got to overcome? And to also think about what other things can you do as you are growing. So what is the evaluation and the lessons learned in your growth strategy, for example? So create a strategic dashboard. It needs to be annually, it needs to be quarterly, it needs to be monthly, it needs to have a performance dashboard so you can see what the performance is. So I used to have meetings with my executive PA, many years ago, for example, and every week we would have a meeting and we would have things red, gold, and green, for example. Red was like potential iceberg, for example. So we would have a meeting to see what was going well, what was, average, were we hitting targets, what was red, for example. So that was like the performance dashboard, and we would have a presentation on a whiteboard, for example, and then we would go through each of the tasks and each of the operations that we had within the company, for example. So this was things that we learned about the objectives and the key results, for example. So we was evaluating weekly. I wasn't waiting for it to be done monthly. I wasn't waiting for it to be done quarterly. I wasn't waiting for it to be done yearly. I was doing it weekly because I wanted to keep an eye on things to make sure everything was going well. So obviously the team would meet and they would talk about each of the cases that they had and where we was and what was achieved, etc. And then I would give them guidance about where, what to do next to push the project forward, for example. So that's something which you need to be thinking about. So I'm just talking to you about the toolkit, that it will help you to fulfill multiple objectives, and it's something which you need to be think about within your business. It will help your profit as well. You'll see what your revenue is and what your profit, and you can estimate things, what your sales and cost breakdown analysis is. There's also the financial statement that you have as well, the model. How is that going? How are you growing from that as well? Because you want to grow, at least by 25% to 30% each year. So think about the toolkit as your internal and external analysis, okay? The strategy, tools, and the frameworks to shape your strategy. And then you've got your strategy, which is your business model, your mission, your vision, your values, for example, your strategic mapping, your scorecard, your potential initiatives, for example, and what clients do you have, what financial models, what project prioritization that you need to deal with in your strategy. Then you've got your strategic plan, which then goes into guiding principles, strategic plan, formalization, for example, which is something that you need to be looking at with your strategic plan implementation. What rules and regulations are governing your strategic plan? What are the objectives? What's your dashboards saying? I'll go into this more in our business recovery because we need to go through this, but I thought I'd just do this quick video here just to talk to you about some of the things that we need to look at and some of the things which we really should start implementing in order for things to go well for you. Look, I've gone through this over 35 years, trial and error, and this is the reason why I'm sharing this with you, because it's something that you need to start thinking about now, especially with this budget that happened October 2024 in the UK and America. Inflation, everything is going up. So it's making me more aware of what I was missing and lacking in my business in 2008 when the recession hit me, for example. So that's why I'm talking about all these things with you, because I want you to be able to put this into place as a CEO. Because if you're a 6-7 figure CEO, multiple 7-figure CEO, you need to have these things in place so that you can help to grow your company. And when you get hit with challenges, you can overcome them. You can see it coming before it hits you. You know, you don't want that iceberg to hit you and then it's too late. You want to be able to prevent it from hitting you. So this is the reason why I'm talking to you a lot about business recovery, and I've been talking about it for months now, and I want to share this with you. So thank you so much. Do like, if you've enjoyed this video today, do share, hit the notification button as well. Join me live tonight. I'm on live tonight, 7 p.m. I'm going on here daily, for example, on YouTube. So I'd love to talk to you, because today is about your business planning model as well. So I just wanted to share this with you, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you, and I will see you on the internet. Take care. Thank you. Bye.